Crucible of the Soul. Aloth looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. And I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about Watchers? Only that they're rare and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. He coughs, as you just demonstrated. Let's continue on.
17 and a half.
The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, wends its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half.
Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Aloth frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arches. He smirks, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
You think you're going to be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm.
One second, guys.
Used to be my captain during the war.
Alright, I'm back. The war? Saints War, only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Aethys, overthrows Ritzeris, marches on Direwood, so we gave him a dire wooden hello. What is a dire wooden hello?
We blew him up.
He smiles at this, but it's the smile of one recounting a joke for effect rather than enjoyment. Who's Aethys? God of rebirth and redemption, formerly anyhow. Maybe they call him something different from where you're from. I had other questions. Why was your headman hanged? Got involved. Raedric sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in town was working for Kalsk, plotting Raedric's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree, bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Raedric, then for protecting me. What does your town have against you?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the Legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Aloth glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. Who's Kalsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives a half smile, drinking mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. I just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Cadnua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
He glances briefly at the tree. He tilts his head forward and gives you a pointed look. Let's get going. Awesome, we got another character. Alright, let's look at his skills. I guess we'll do athletics with him. Bonus knockdown rapid recovery. plus 5.9 endurance per 3 seconds for 45 seconds. Modifies constant recovery. Recovery passive. We're gonna do bonus knockdown. Next level. Alright, 6 more points. Put a couple points in survival. And we'll hold on for now. Next. Alright, fighter abilities. Defender. The fighter adopts a more conservative combat strategy. Concentrate on locking down enemies that stray too close. The fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but at the expense of deflection. Steadies the fighter's arm, causing a percentage of their grazes to be converted to hits. Increases the minimum damage for melee weapons. The fighter intensely focuses on her, increases accuracy. Lowers actually, but increases deflection of nearby allies. I think we're gonna go defender on this one. Awesome, so we have a tank now. Alright, can I select all? Is there like a custom formation? There has to be a way to do.
Hope you're not expecting much. All right, then. Of course.
Alrighty. We could try to go take those bears on again, because I still need to clear that out. Let's go take a look. Because I know there's like a soul in there that we can talk to. So we'll give that a shot. And then we need to go back to Eastern Wood because there's some mobs there we still need to kill to finish that up. And then I guess we'll start heading over to Cadnua.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes? Lava beyond. See.
Let's go.
Wow, we still may not be able to do this.
Aye? Aztec worth and rough! Hey.
Yeah.
How may I help?
Got it. Alright, so let's see what's in here. We got some cave coral. We got a chest. Morning star.
Hey,
And then we have this. Lost Spirit. A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. It forms and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you've been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble, helplessly, into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale, hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far out into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest, as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Your fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back toward the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there's a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself, seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers in the span of energy between you both. You feel a sense of questioning or of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lash to anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exultation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Oh, I didn't even know there was a note system. Alright. Create new things to do. Eothos Temple. Lots of spooters that hurt. We'll go with that for now. Alright, let's keep moving. So now we've cleared out this whole area. Ooh, actually, I want to see if we can climb up here now. Because we didn't have, I don't think we had high enough athletics to get up there last time. So let's try it since we have a dare with us. Scale the wall. Ask Adair to climb up.
Hey.
Ooh, +2 dex. Supplies, scrawled, letter. I do not think you'll ever see this, but you were right. Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together and been safer for it. I would tolerate all of the gloating in the world if I might have lived to hear it. I have to put myself out of reach of these beasts circling below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life I shall be a trapper of wolves.
Hey.
I just realized we haven't been up here yet.
Hey.
Huh?
How may I help? All right, then.
Alright, now we're all caught up. I kind of want to try those spiders down in the Aethos temple, but I don't. Still might be pretty hard. Alright, let's go back to Gilded Vale. We're gonna rest at the inn and go from there.
Hello.
I'd like a room, please. Let's get the nice one. Alright, so we're going to go back over here. See if we can kill any of these spiders. So we'll do this, and then probably going to start heading towards Cadnua.
Steady does it.
Yep, no, that's the will-o-wisps. Not doing that. We will try these spooters down here.